And wow, I am out of breath.
Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.
What a beautiful sunset. That's Rusty the dog over there. He's a cool dude. My name's Ezra, and I'm a driver here in Los Angeles, California. I drive for Uber, Lyft, all these services, delivery services like Grubhub and Postmates. I just try to make the most possible money. So I had the radio on this morning, and probably over the course of an hour, I heard this commercial at least 4 times. And the commercial was, driving for Uber is the ultimate side hustle. And it was obviously a radio commercial for Uber. And then I saw a similar commercial running as a YouTube ad later in the day, and it featured this woman who was like a very attractive woman who was doing some Uber rides, and it showed her like cashing out like $325, and then she was like going to eat at a fancy restaurant. It was like work, play, work, play. And what else did she do? Like just wearing really like glamorous clothing. I'm like, I don't know if that accurately depicts the life of an Uber driver. And they've been really pushing this Uber is the ultimate side hustle message, and they must just have such a demand for drivers right now. So if you're already a driver, that's awesome. That means there's going to be surge pricing a lot. You know, here in my market in Los Angeles, summer is an awesome time. But if you're new to the game, you know, let's talk about, is it the ultimate side hustle? And if you are new to the Uber and rideshare game and you want to see more videos like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And I'd also invite you guys to join my Facebook group. You know, I often keep in touch with drivers and try to help them in any way I can, and actually learn a lot from other drivers myself, and over the phone or text or email. But I talk to so many drivers, and a lot of times we talk about the same topics and the same subjects, the same strategies, and I thought it would just be great to have a forum where we can share all this information. We can help each other see what's going on in certain markets, and that's going to really help us all succeed. You know, I've always approached driving as that if you're an active part of the community, you know, it'll only help you. So other drivers aren't your enemies, they're your friends. That's how I think of it. You know, they are the competition, but I've learned so much from other drivers, and I think you guys can too. So please join my Facebook group if you're interested in that. The link is below. But back to the topic, you know, if you are a new driver, and wow, I am out of breath. It's like 80 degrees today, and it's a tough hike. A lot of climbing. But I would say, I don't know if Uber is the ultimate side hustle. I mean, you can make a little money with it, but if you're going to be driving with Uber, you should really be driving with other services too, because there's no guarantees from any of these apps that you'll make any amount of money, maybe beyond, you know, certain promotions that they run occasionally, or sometimes a sign-up promotion where there might be a guarantee involved. But beyond that, you know, you can't expect to just go out and work 40 hours a week and make X amount of dollars, because it's not like that. Which is why I definitely recommend using my strategy of utilizing multiple apps, you know. Oh my goodness, Rusty is tired. Look at this guy. You're laying down already. We'll get you some water in a second. But yeah, I'm all about using multiple apps because it just opens me up to more earning opportunities. Like, you know, there's Uber customers out there, there's Lyft customers out there, there's Grubhub customers out there, all out there in that big city, right? Millions and millions of people using these services. Maybe not millions, but definitely hundreds of thousands. I mean, a lot of people use them here in LA. It might even be into the millions if you take into account the metro area. So there's a lot of demand for these services, and why be with just Uber? You could be with Uber, with Lyft. You know, I'm trying to get the high value rides, and if I drop off a high value Uber ride in an area and then I find out that Uber's totally dead there and there's a bunch of other drivers and there's no surge pricing, what am I going to do? I'm going to open up Lyft. And then sometimes there's actually Lyft primetime pricing. I can get a high value ride out of there. So utilizing multiple apps, that's really important. If it's going to be your side hustle, you can't have it just be Uber. You got to learn Uber or learn Lyft and then keep adding apps, because it's pretty difficult to rely on only one for a certain amount of income. I can promise you that. And then the other thing, you know, a side hustle, I don't know, I feel like a side hustle should be building towards some type of value. And if you're gonna start working in this industry, you gotta understand that it's a day-to-day thing. You know, supply and demand change almost every day. Here in Los Angeles, there's always going to be opportunities if you're willing to learn and hustle and study how the apps work. But in smaller markets, you know, there's no, I don't know if that's really the case. I was going to say there's no guarantees, but there's no guarantees in any market, including Los Angeles. So, you know, relying on it for income over the long term, I feel like is tough unless you're in a really big city. What I truly believe, based on what I've seen over the past couple years, is that these services, not necessarily Uber and Lyft and Grubhub and whatnot, but working for apps and working as an independent contractor, that's only going to become more and more prominent as we move forward. You know, labor unions are falling apart, worker protections are falling apart. So this type of work where we don't have a lot of guarantees or really any, I think is going to become more prevalent. So is it good for workers in general? I don't think so. You know, it's not the ultimate side hustle. The ultimate side hustle would give health insurance or whatever. You know, I do think that there'll be a lot of work in this industry, and there'll certainly be opportunities. The vast majority of people might be struggling, but don't be one of those people. You know, understand how the apps work, know your local area, right? Be willing to give customer service, and if it's a driving job, which most of these are, be comfortable driving. And if you're not comfortable driving, keep driving till you get comfortable. So is Uber the ultimate side hustle? Not quite, but it is what you make of it. And again, I would encourage you, if you're interested in learning more about the rideshare industry and these delivery apps and just working in this new app economy, you know, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I make videos about this stuff all the time. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below, and definitely join up the Facebook group and let's start talking and sharing ideas and just helping each other out. So wherever you're watching from today, I hope you are having an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon.
Let's go back to when trees were sung, kids across the lane. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's not take a ride. Savannah.